Well, hello there, and welcome here to Las Vegas, the third installment of the Craftsman Cup Series. Getting ready for some qualifying, yet another 15 minutes on the clock, and as you can see already 15 seconds have already been used up. So who's going to be the first person that's going to come out onto this 1.5 mile track? If anyone does want to come out, please, it would be quite nice if someone would actually like to come out. Anybody? Oh, someone is coming out eventually. Who will be coming out first then? Oh, it's Jesse Turner. Jesse Turner out first, followed by Levi McIntyre. So there is Jesse Turner. And Jesse Turner then has had a real tough 2 races so far at Daytona and at Auto Club. He comes into this race 34th in the points. Qualifying pace looks alright. I think he qualified well in Daytona. Qualified on the 3rd row at Auto Club, but the results have just not been shown yet for Jesse. Maybe this could be the turnaround to kickstart his season. As he goes through turns 1 and 2, he goes there. Bit of a change of a camera angle. Carson Gum in a new livery. And there is Seth Cole. And Seth Cole was also having another tough start to the season for the former champion. There he is there, right in front of Jesse Turner. New livery again for this race. So let's see what he can do. 28.546, that puts him provisionally on pole, but he's not going to get pole for much longer. There's a good look at all the other drivers. Then there's Brandon Ross, making his way out there. Carson Gum with the Frosties, Kellogg's Frosties livery. There he is, just ahead of him is Levi McIntyre. And again, RJ's had another tough couple of races so far this season. Just going to be talking about a lot of drivers, where they are coming into this race. And at the moment, RJ Bishop is currently 32nd in the points. More and more drivers are coming out onto the track. There goes Dylan Young, he just came out as well. So qualifying is going to be a little bit tight because it's a smaller track than what it was at Auto Club. Stefan Papies with a different livery, the Bamatide Ford. He comes into this 9th in the championship, so he's had some decent races for Stefan Papies. Let's change camera angle as Levi McIntyre got a little bit loose. Out goes Trent Dunham, and there's a look at Dylan Young. Dylan Young was a big improver in last week's race at Auto Club. He moved up 11 places. He comes into this 12th in the points, and right ahead of him is the joint championship leader, yet again, Nathan Almond. There he is, right there. 2 top 10s, 1 top 5. He's just tied on points with Zachary Fitzwater. So a very good start to the season there for Nathan. He's just got RJ just ahead of him. Jesse Turner 4th, Seth Cole in 8th. Chris Summers, who's last in the championship at the moment. And just ahead of him is Cole Diva. Don't forget to get them two separated. What happened at Daytona. Hopefully things may have just sorted out between the pair of them. Cole Diva currently 26th. Chris Summers at 36th at the moment. Kyle Matthews in 39th, but he'll get faster. Dylan Pulte. And there's Carson Gum. And there is the other championship points leader, Zachary Fitzwater. He's currently 18th fastest at the minute. Oh, and RJ Bishop is currently on provisional pole position there, as you can see, 28.012. So, good there from RJ Bishop. He started on the outside pole for the Daytona 500. So, good stuff there from RJ. Let's have a look through the rest of the drivers of the field. Jamie Smith going an all-red livery for this race. Matt McIntyre, who's doing very well in the points. He comes into this 4th in the championship. He's currently 8th at the minute. Oh, and now the 42 and the 27 are close together. Carson Gunn 40th. Daniel Voiles back in the yellow Pontiac. He's 33rd. Jeremy Tackles is 36th. Noah Hart, he is dead last at the minute. Not getting any quicker whatsoever. As we're down to 10 minutes to go. Sam Oskin, 34 fastest for him. Not been a good start of the season as well for Samet. 36th in the championship for him. There's Nico Ketchup. Feeling a little bit sore. Oh, he's going to... Oh, they're both going to head into the pits, are they? Yeah, they're both heading into the pits. Yeah, Nico Ketchum feeling a little bit sore. But he is still clear to race, as well as Michael Norman. We will see him somewhere. Brian Tedesco finished 2nd, last week out. One of the big movers in the field from the championship points. He gained 26 places from Daytona. Cody Lammers. Again, yes, I forgot to mention too that the... At the moment, it's the Andy Petrie team that are currently 100% on the poles so far. Cody got the pole for Daytona. Nick Gunther got the pole at Auto Club. So can one of them two drivers get the pole again and keep the 100% going in this race? So far, Cody is 8th fastest. Just ahead of him is Trent Dunham. He raced that car in the Bud Shootout. Such a lovely livery that is, actually. For Trent. He's currently 25th in the points. Cody Lammers is down in 35th. So a lot of drivers then need to do very well. Says Nathan Norman, followed behind his teammate too. And out goes Daniel Voiles. Dylan Young and Sam Oskin there in the pit lane, putting some fresh tyres on, as well as Noah Hart. Levi McIntyre is out onto the track. Now, there is Michael Norman. He's still banged up after last week. And he's 4th fastest. 28.042 for him. So, great lap time there for Michael Norman. I think he qualified quite good in Auto Club, if I can remember correctly as well. He's just heading out to the track again and put on some more laps in. Looking here at Matt McLean. Let's see if he can actually finish a race on the lead lap. The 2 races he finished there, 1 lap down at Daytona and 2 laps down in Auto Club, and proved the pivotal in the outcome of the finish that cost Trek Torger a victory. I know Trek Torger was not happy with Matt after the race. Them two had a bit of a confrontation between the pair of them, saying, why did you not move out of the way? So far, Matt McLean is 13th fastest. There's the Daytona 500 winner, Charles Sandford, currently 23rd. Behind him, Wes McCall, he's 20th. A lot of people into the 28 zeros. This is going to be a very close thing. Ry Hayden's been kind of struggling too in the first 2 races. He's 3rd fastest, driving for Galaxy Motorsport. Nathan Hudson also sponsoring a new livery, as well as the guy behind him, Anthony McCrory. It's just basically the opposite colours of what he originally raced. So far, Nathan Hudson 28th, Anthony 11th, Danny Wells, who's up in the championship with his another strong finish. I'm just trying to figure out where Danny Wells is in the points coming at this. 5th place he is. There's Zachary Fitzwater, joint points leader. There's the winner from last week, Christian Martin. And he is 29th fastest. Behind him is Nick Gunther in that Thunder and Lightning number 55. He is 16th quickest. And behind him was the guy that nearly won a week ago, Trek Torger. 2nd fastest though for him. 28.032 for the Haas Carter Racing Ford. Torger moved up 15 places a week ago. And now he is now 18th in the championship. Diego Ospina, I haven't talked a bit about him. Ospina, he's had a great start to the season as well. He's 6th in the points. And he is currently sitting on the outside of row 5. Followed behind Sam Oskin. Richard Johnson, He had also a big improvement in the field. He's up to 20th now in the points, so car 20 in position 20. But so far in qualifying, he's 27th at the moment. James Qualls, who had a top 3 finish, he is 21st fastest. There's Jessica Shelton, driving the McFlurry Ford. She got banged up in an incident early on in last week at Daytona. Currently, she is 24th fastest for her. Stephen Colon, different livery. It's not the light green on the front, it's the light goldish car now. Oh, Daniel Voiles kind of backed out a little bit there. Stephen Colon is 18th quickest. Daniel Voiles 37th. Dylan Pulte has the second slowest time. As we're coming up on 5 minutes to go. Carson Gum has the slowest time though. Oh, Chris Summers is 5th. He's managed to find a way by Cole Diva. Hopefully without any contact, so that's pretty good to see. Now then, Sefco was going to get a draft off his teammate. Is it worked? Not really by the looks of it. I think we've gone through all the other drivers there too. Now Matt McIntyre is 9th quickest. Jamie Smith 40th fastest. So it looks like qualifying pace is not good for Jamie. Stefan Papies pulls into the pit lane. He is 14th fastest. There's Brandon Ross and Michael Norman. Still 4th position for him. And Ry Hayden in 3rd. And Seth Cole also goes into the pit lane to put some new tyres in. So we're coming down then with 4 minutes to go. And talked about Joshua Collard. There he is. He's driving the Cheerios Pontiac now. And at the moment, Joshua Collard is 34th position right now. Oh, wow, reaching speeds of over 200 miles an hour going onto the backstretch. Kyle Matthews trying to get a draft off of Matt McLean. See if he can improve on his 28.130. Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh, he may have pushed Matt McLean out the way. Levi McIntyre, 7th fastest. Wes McCall, 21st. And Charles Sandberg still 24th. Dylan Young, gaggle of cars right here. Dylan Young, Brandon Tedesco, Nick Gunther, Christian Martin, Danny Wells, Zachary Fitzwater, Anthony McCrory. Nathan Hudson there too. Noah Hart, there he is. There's a look at Brandon Ross. I think we've basically gone through all the drivers, I think. Let's see how Cody Lammers is still at the moment. 8th fastest for him. Actually, one guy we've not talked yet is Noah Cars. There he is. And he is currently 12th fastest for the Pontiac driver. Just checking to see if RG Bishop still has the fastest time. Yes, he still does. Battling still with Ry Hayden, who just tries to get in line. Cuts in front of RJ's teammate, Nathan Ormond. Ry still 3rd quickest, and Nathan 34th fastest then for the joint championship leader. The other driver that's joint championship leader, there he is, 23rd place. Someone has come out onto the track again, and that is Seth Cole. So he's going to put some fresh tyres. He's got some fresh tyres on him. So he's got about, about roughly 110 seconds to put in some fast lap times and see if he can improve on his 28th. Let's just check one lap then with Seth as Trek Tolga comes out. Yeah, qualifying is quite hectic when you're racing on a 1.5 mile track, I have to say. You might get stuck behind the 6 though, because the 6 might be on worn tyres. Ormond pulls into the pits. And Seth, though, no, he's 8 tenths slower, so he needs to get by Nathan Hudson in a hurry. Michael Norman heading out. Probably going to do a couple of laps on those tyres. Look at the whole gaggle of cars then. Look at them. There's Danny Wells, still not improved on his 26th. Christian Martin's down to 31st now. And it looks like the 100% perfection from the Andrew Petrie Racing team is going to be over with RJ Bishop if he can still hold on to pole position, as we've got 40 seconds to go. Yep, he still does have that pole position. There's Noah Hart, has a look on the inside of the current pole sitter. Noah still 27th place for him. And he goes by the 5 without any issue. There's Brandon Ross, who's currently in the top 10 in the championship. There he is, currently 15th fastest though for him. It's quite close qualifying, it must be said, because there's a lot of times there. Yeah, you can see there, like 28.070 was good enough for 15th place for Brandon Ross. And Seth Cole is 300 slower than him, and he's 28th. Anyway, 0 seconds is on the clock. So these times will count. And we'll have a look at last week's winner. Does he improve on his 28.114? No, he doesn't. He goes 29.086. So the tyre wear has definitely come off. And Nick Gunther running 17th then for him. And out goes Stephen Cole on. I mean, there's no reason why he should be coming back out onto the track, because, you know, qualifying is over. And, oops, a daisy, we'll just stop it there. So, there you go. That is the end of qualifying. And as you can see there, RJ Bishop, he held onto that pole, and he will stay there for tomorrow. RJ Bishop, then, that's a third consecutive Chevrolet driver on the pole. Next time will be Trek Torga. Second row will be Rye Hayden and Michael Norman. Great efforts there for the rookies there on the second row. Chris Summers in 5th ahead of Trent Dunham. Levi McIntyre, Cody Lammers, that will make up row 4. Row 5 will be Matt McIntyre and Diego Ospina. Anthony McCrory and Noah Cars will make up row 6. Row 7 will be Matt McLean, Stefan Papiez, Brandon Ross, Joshua Collard will make up row 8. Row 9 will be Nick Gunther and Dylan Young. Stephen Colon and Jesse Turner completes the top 20. Wes McCall, 21st. James Coles, 22nd. The tied with the points leader, Zachary Fitzwater, he will start 23rd. Charles Sanford, the winner of the 500, will start 24th. Jessica Shelton and Danny Wells will make up row 13. Row 14 will be Noah Hart and Seth Cole. Row 15 is Richard Johnson and Nathan Hudson. Christian Martin and Nico Ketchum will start row 16. Cole Diva and the other driver that's tied for the points lead, Nathan Allman, will make up row 17. Kyle Matthews and Sam Oskin will make up row 18. Row 19 will have Daniel Voiles and Brandon Disco. Jeremy tackles Jamie Smith on row 20. And on the final row, Dylan Poteet and Carson Gum. So there you have it. Another qualifying session completed. Well done to RJ Bishop for starting on the pole. Can he convert that pole into a victory? Because he needs it, because he hasn't had a great start. You're just going to have to wait until you find out tomorrow. So until then, bye-bye.